welcome to Mullet Talk.
There it is, and it sounds perfect. Welcome to Mullet Talk. This is Raina and Ali.
Welcome back to another episode of What's Going On in Our Lives.
True. Did you get it was TikTok or Instagram reel I sent to you last night? This is where I need to, because I have a vision and it filled my heart with so much love. The two 80-year-old women.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went
cute.
down. Oh my gosh. If you guys haven't seen this, they're 81 now. And on their 80th birthdays, they were like, well, it was a couple of years before that. They were like, listen, 80's coming up. We're besties. Both of them, their husbands are deceased. And they were like, we should travel the world for 80 days together on our 80th birthday. And then there was like carnage still left over from the pandemic. And they were like, we'll just wait. So now they decided to do it. Their names are Ellie Hamby and Sandy Haslip, maybe. Anyways, Ellie and Sandy are my two new favorite peeps. They're from Texas, and they just completed 80 days full, like, I think it was like 7 continents. They went to like different wonders of the world. They did Bali, Antarctica, the Northern Lights in Finland, Egypt. And their whole motto was around the world in 80 days at 81 and still on the run.
I love what mullet energy.
Yeah.
For real.
And then their other one, which I was like, this is us. This is the vibe. This is everything. Their other one was get up and out of that easy chair.
Oh, I love that.
And it made my heart so happy.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know
awesome
why.
to think about that. Well, they're like 80 and you're like, you know, as a 30 and 40 something, you're like 80 feels so old. But the older I get, and I'm sure you feel the same way, like I still feel like I'm stuck in that young body and mind. You know what I mean? So, you know, at 80, they're still feeling awesome. They're like, just like, what better time to go in it? Like, I can't wait for my husbands to die. Husbands. So I can go travel with my best friend all the time. You know what I mean?
I can't wait for my husband to die so
I think I can
travel.
say that because I'm not married.
So I can travel with my best friend.
So I can travel with my best friend.
I just teared up. That was freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
I watched these two and they have giant smiles, exactly the same. I'm like, they're 80. They're traveling to places I just dream of going. I'm like,
Yeah.
Antarctica. Not only would the 80 days be amazing, and they said they didn't get tired. They took like antacid every day. Like I love all these little things that these two grannies
Or
are
the Pepto, Myrtle.
Yeah. Come on, Girdle. But they were saying that it was the planning that they loved. Like they spent a long time like meeting up, being social, like going, okay, where would you dream of going? Let's do that. And I don't know, just as, but, you know, when you think about aging and I don't know, friendship, and I'm like, could you imagine if that was like a standard of living?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. I think everybody would feel, I mean, like, what an awesome thing to look forward to versus just your deathbed. You know what I mean? If that was like, okay, when we turn this age, we're going to start to like travel with your best friends or travel more with your best friends. You know, like we're already starting. We have a big head start.
Well, I see you in 10 days.
I'm so excited.
Well, if you've been listening, you guys know we're going to Venice, California.
Yes.
We're meeting 2 other of our dear friends. And we maximize from the moment we touch down to the moment we fly out. Party. It is nonstop. Nobody's sitting around and like, I think I'll take it. I'm going to just like, we're constant chit chat, solve all our problems.
Brunch.
Drink.
Happy hour.
More brunch.
Can we get, what was it that we were in Phoenix and we're like, we get 3 sides of bacon and 3 coffee flights and 2 Bloody Marys and a mimosa.
And the guy was like, you're only eating bacon. And we were like, we have a lot of places to go.
Yeah. This is our stop number 1. Stop number 1.
But the eating and drinking is fabulous on our girl trips. And you and I, like, because we've traveled a lot together, but you and I, the minute that we're together to the minute we leave, like, we don't stop talking.
Yeah. Yeah. That too.
And laughing.
And I think, how many bedrooms does this one have?
I'm hoping only not enough. And
you're hoping 1. So all 4 of us are in bed together.
You remember the time we were somewhere and I got so bent
Uh,
out of shape because you had booked, I don't know, was it 2 queen beds or something? And I
yeah.
was like, so we're not sharing a bed.
Like, who doesn't get a king size so we can sleep in the same bed?
Well, that was part of it for me is like you and I
Yeah.
tuck in and you have a giggle. We scroll our phones, send each other clips, even though we're next to each other. I think that doing things well, I'm just saying as a mother too, but
Yeah.
when you're a working woman running a household, you've got kids, everything, you've got to have some time for your friends.
Yeah.
Period.
Period. That's what I was like. Somebody invited me somewhere next weekend, and I was like, "No, I'll be in LA." And they were like, "What are you doing in LA?" And I'm like, "We have committed to these like at least quarterly like weekend things, and they literally light me up. Like we go and it's like bang out 3 days, come home, I'm recharged until the next one. You know what I mean? Like it just feels so freaking good. So I think there's 3 or 4 bedrooms. I was scrolling through the Airbnb. I know you're pissed now. Damn
3 or 4 bedrooms. Damn it.
I know.
Damn it. Well, that's fine. I
I'll
mean,
sneak in your room at night.
yes, I will let you in. I'll be like, Raina, I'm
We'll do like
waiting.
bird calls down the hallway. Let it
What are you
echo.
two doing? That's my cat call for her to come
Yeah.
to bed. But there is a
Uh,
nice thing about having your own space, right? Close the
yeah.
door, especially with you. Routine can kick in. You
Yeah.
can kind of recheck, recharge. You and I are talking a lot about recharging.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel that, I don't know if you want to talk about this, but I feel like you've had a bit of a shift on how to recharge.
Um, I think I have, I don't know if I have. I think I just talk about it more now.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I think it's something that I have always done, but it may be on social. Dexter keeps sparking. Um, like on social, I would just share pieces of my day and there was just never a purpose. Right. And now I'm just kind of being vocal, I think, on like, no, this is with purpose. I'm doing these things and this is how I recharge and how I shut off work and how I can kind of show up strong the next day and that kind of thing, you know?
Well, I think definitely the mullet way is recharging into bed early,
Yes.
shut it down, turn it all
Yes.
off.
But it's not even about bed early. It's like I think like you even, we get off work and it's like you go home and you cook and you're with the kids and you're doing all the things and it's like there's pieces of your evening that's probably recharge, but for the most part, like, and I know, and I'm going to call you out, like you're probably scrolling TikTok and you're sitting down and like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of that and that drains you more than it's actually recharging you. So I'm insanely intentional with like, okay, I'm going to go take a long walk with Archie. I'm going to go play with baby Joey. I'm going to go, sit outside and literally just look at the sky and watch people walk by for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Like really taking the time to kind of disconnect and recenter, I guess, if you will, to recharge. Because then I can go to bed on time and I can wake up with energy and I can start my workday and be focused and then like rinse and repeat and do it all over again.
I've just been getting bored with books. Like
Yeah.
there was like, I think I was
But it
talking
doesn't even need to
about this.
be reading books.
I know, but that was part of my routine was that I
Yeah.
would deal with the kids. I've got dinner to make. I've got all the things, get the dishwasher put away, get everything set for tomorrow. Then I have a little bit of time for myself. And I used to be in the habit, especially in the pandemic, I was cranking out books. I was like reading, 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 reading.
Yeah.
And now I'm scroll, scroll, scroll. Send this, scroll, scroll. Oh, I save that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I need to get back into reading. And I looked through my books and I'm like, not one of these
Nothing. Yeah.
is itching my reading bone that I want to jump back in and flip flop these pages again. I'm just like, I'm just not feeling it. And so maybe it's an ebb and flow. And maybe you're right. Like I want to start evening walks. I love that. I love that
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. It's,
Slap on these big headphones.
yeah. Do your little hot girl walk.
Hot girl walk with these headphones.
Yeah. No, I think like, I don't know. It doesn't have to be reading, right? Like I think I challenge some of my clients and like just make a list of like what that highest version of you would do. Like what would she go do? Maybe she sits out on the front porch or maybe she's on the back porch or it can literally be anything, but it doesn't have to be scrolling, which is easier said than done, I realize, but you never feel good when you're done.
Not one time do I feel fabulous.
Mm-mm.
Although I have been laughing a bit more. Sometimes
Yeah.
I think the algorithm is just like, somebody make this chick laugh. And so
Yeah.
it's just good comedy bits. But then if I wasn't scrolling, I wouldn't have found Ellie and Sandy, our 80-year-old world travelers.
Well, since you sent her to me, it popped up in like my feed and I don't scroll very much. You know what I mean? Like you would have seen it. What you need to see will be seen
I
versus
know.
wasting all the time and energy.
I know,
I'm
get
done
up and out
preaching.
and
I'm
of
done
that
preaching.
easy chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
you're done preaching, but I do need, like, you guys, I need to have a friend that does preach a bit to me, or else
Yeah.
I will lose the plot
Yeah.
easily.
Well,
Easily.
it's like I'll wake up in the morning and have like four videos that you've sent me, and I'm like, God damn it, Ali! Like, she was
And I'm
up
like, these are
scrolling
funny.
again. I
I'm like,
know,
but these are very funny. These are worth your
and they
eye.
do make me giggle, but yeah.
But Allie, get off your phone.
But Ali, get off your phone.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is I do need to find something that interests me. And I think I'm just going to, sometimes when I'm in this space, I go to like a Chapters or an Indigo, and I take an
Yeah.
afternoon or a couple hours to myself. And I ask the husband, I'm like, can you just give me I need to reset. I'll go buy
Yeah.
a tea and I'll wander and just kind of like read some backs of books. And
Yeah.
reading is my go-to. So that is what
Yeah.
I want to kind of dive back into. Especially, we were talking about on the last episode, 18 minutes a day for a full year. That's like over
Right.
100 hours. Imagine
Yeah.
how smart I'd be.
Yep. You'd be a genius.
I'd be a genius.
We'd have a Ask Ali podcast.
Oh gosh, right? Now the limelight's back on me.
Yeah.
Good. Finally. You know what? This is a good transition. Let's bring it back to me. I went to the
Yeah.
dentist yesterday.
How was that?
At the end, he was like, and this is so bizarre, and I don't know if this ever happens. He was like, your teeth look so great. I have something for you and your husband. And I thought, oh, okay. That's kind of, you're giving out adult gifts at the dentist now. That's weird. And he comes back with a kid's toy. And it was like this pop spinner. And so he popped it, put it on the ground, and it spun. And he was like, isn't that amazing? It's for you and Ben. And I did not know what to. I was like, you're cluttering my house. What is this toy? Yes.
Was he being funny? Like, do you know him? Like,
no, he was not being hee ha ha funny. I was like, this is weird. What am I getting? So I walked back to the car with my toothbrush and toy.
oh my, what? That's a little odd.
Yeah. And I came home and Ben was like, how was the dentist? And I was like, I don't know. We got a toy. And he was like,
Ben say?
Well, of course. So then maybe I am wrong, because Ben was like, well, let me see it. And then he was like, well, this is cool. And then the kids got involved. And then we spent 10 minutes playing with the toy. We were like, oh, look at this. Maybe it flopped. What's the point of this? And he was like, but it was just the weirdest thing that the dentist wanted to give me, an adult, a toy.
You know, I think that was probably a sign from the universe. It was like here's a little way to kind of be in the moment and slow down a little bit. Here's your recharge for the afternoon. To laugh and play with your family.
That's probably the way I should have looked at that. I was like, this guy's
instead
giving me a toy?
Like, what a freak.
Who this guy think he is giving me a toy?
Oh God.
But it's weird stuff like that do you think that the universe is always talking to you?
I do. I definitely do.
So you see things, are always picking up on it, because this is what I think that maybe
not naturally. I think since Archie, like, honestly, I think since Archie, because we had such a hard time when we got him and we went through all of his health issues and things like that. Like, I had to really kind of have this, like, my whole outlook shifted when we got Archie, because that's also right when everyone and every person we ever talked to is telling me to slow down. And then Archie comes into our life and he's got like 3 bad legs and doctor's appointments all the time. And we're doing physical therapy every single day with him. It was just this like sign to me that, like, here, if you don't slow down on your own, I'm going to put something in your life that makes you slow down.
I am a believer that the universe talks to you like in whispers, and then it gets a bit louder, and it gets really loud, and then it's like screaming. And you don't want to get to that place where the universe is like, you better slow down, because you know that it's delivering something bad.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what happened also with my ostomy. You know what I mean? I think I was angry and stressed and hustling like I've never hustled before in my entire life. And slowly it was like, maybe divorce will help her slow down. Maybe this single parenting will help her slow down. No, 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 no. I'm going to hit top 10. You know what I mean? And then it was like, okay, I'm going to physically pause you because you're not fucking listening.
To physically pause you. Yeah. But
You
it's so
know?
funny because I was talking to someone the other day and she just has excuse after excuse about doing a whole lot of nothing. And it was just
Yeah.
excuses. And she was like, I'm just trying to slow down in life. And
I
there's
think
like
people use that as an excuse to not do things,
yes, that's what I'm
you
getting
know?
at. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's such a
Yeah.
fine balance where I wonder how much of like, you guys, I'm just slowing down is just an excuse of like, you're not actually working to your potential. Like throw it into fifth for a bit,
Yeah.
see how that feels, crank it back down to put it into
But
neutral.
not even throw it into fifth. It's like, I don't know. I'm hustling, but I hustle between the hours of 9 and 4. You know what I mean? And then I slow down and I take my weekends off and I'm not bringing work home with me. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a way to be productive and hustle and grow your businesses and do all the things you want to do while also slowing down and taking care of yourself. But people have this slow down definition that's like totally stop, put things on the back burner, like not prioritizing your self-care, like, you know what I mean? And scrolling social media, like all of those things are like slow down in society's eyes, when in reality it's like just get fucking organized actually, and prioritize rest and prioritize recharging and things like that, you know?
Because I also feel really good when I do things, right? Like
Yeah.
when I am busy between, let's say, that 9 to 4, and I'm on it and I know I'm checking off my lists and I'm accomplishing things and I'm striving for like a bigger goal, or I think that this is somewhere that I could better or level up and stuff. That's super rewarding too.
Yeah.
So I think that there is a give and take where a lot of people, I don't know if it's like a generational thing, but I feel like not my generation, not your generation, but the one behind you. Sometimes there's just maybe it's
like
the
Gen
teen.
Z. Yeah.
It's like a Gen Z thing where I'm like, either you think it's all being given to you or you're not willing to work for it, or I don't know what it is. Do you know how many of my teenagers tell me on a daily they're going to be multimillionaires? And I go,
my daughter says the same thing.
yeah,
And I'm
she's like,
what are you doing to work on? Oh, I'm going to marry somebody. I'm like, okay.
good Lord.
Okay.
Lord,
but you're
no.
right. I think it's no offense to anybody, but like it's 20 somethings that I'm noticing, and like early 20, like young 20 somethings. And then the teens, there is this, it almost feels like entitlement from my teen anyway. You know what I mean? Where they're like, it's just going to happen. I'm going to do this. I'm like, girl, you're going to be fucking living on the street if you don't like, you can't even do your laundry consistently. Like, what do you mean you're going to be rich and millionaire?
What I also like, I feel people forget that life is hard. I'm like, maybe they haven't had the life experience yet to figure it out, to be like, oh, this is hard. But I go, like, you're
do you
not
think
just
you were like that in high school though?
No, I was a hard worker.
Yeah.
Like I had different jobs. I was a lifeguard. I worked at a library. I babysat. And all that money I was saving to go to university. My parents were not wealthy, so I paid for all of my university myself. I worked every summer. I remember starting to write. I really thought I was going to be some sort of creative writer. And I used to write like books on this like old typewriter that my grandma got me. Like I was constantly doing things. I was running marathons. I ran my first like marathon at 18.
What made people lose that? I wonder. Because I was the same. Like I had a job from like 15 all the way till forever. And even while raising kids, you know, like I had multiple jobs while I had 2 young kids. So it's like, what?
I mean, like, I want to say social media.
Yeah.
That's my go-to, blame it on everything. But I don't know. I don't know if it's that society just really, everything's more expensive. Parents are busier. Maybe we're not parenting as closely anymore. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the family units changed. I just think like this conversation I was having with someone, and she wasn't a Gen Z. So, you know, I just think she was a millennial. There was just a bit of a laziness attitude that she was kind of blaming on slow it. She was like, but I just feel that I need to slow down. And I was like, cool. Well, like, do we have goals? What's our thought with this? Or
Yeah.
it was just interesting, the conversation. She was using slowing down as an excuse for not scheduling
Like showing
or
up.
not,
Yeah.
just not even showing up. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think that could be also an excuse for them. Like, maybe, I don't know. I think when those excuses kind of come in, it's like, do you even actually want to be doing what you're, you know what I mean? Like, where's the resistance coming from? Are you just out and you're not do you not care about X, Y, and Z anymore? I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm trying to.
No, I feel you.
I don't know what the conversation was, but
no, I know. I got to toss on a mullet. That's what the conversation is
Pause
talking right now. Stand by. Now, if you guys, this is the point where we always say, roll to YouTube. Like, get on the YouTube train.
Get on the YouTube train.
Well, I can't wait because ready? 3.
I was born.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. The top knot is too naughty at the top.
Ugh, yours was high today.
It's like cone headish.
Yeah, yours was high and on its own. I would add the final pieces, those headphones.
See, I want mine to like flip out.
Well, yeah, we're gonna
I need to get a blowout and a style. There,
I would die. We should do that when it's just you and I on a trip.
Yes, go to an appointment. We should walk into a dry bar and be like, we'd like to get 2 blowouts.
Can you blow this out, please?
What do you think they do?
What are they going to do? Turn us away? I'm a paying customer. Could you just blow this out?
I'm going to let you lead on that one. But yes,
yeah, we need a bit more flip, a little more party.
Yeah.
Can you make my business look flatter and my party bigger?
We need more party in the back.
Yeah, we should for sure do that. And do you know how fun?
So funny.
Best $60 we will ever spend.
Oh, agreed.
I don't even know how much a blowout is, but I'm sure it's going to be. We got to blow it 60. We got to blow it out. I think that also. See, it's just a whole.
Oh my God!
Look at
the mullet and the headphones. They just hit different.
Well, we're also going to the Blink 182 concert in June together, and we are for sure wearing our mullets.
Yes. Done. Done.
Done. And I'm dying because have you seen the trailer for the new Barbie movie?
Yes, I love Ryan Gosling.
And Margot Robbie. And I know what will.
I like it.
I know what will tickle your mullet.
Tell me. I know what will tickle your mullet. Tell me what will tickle my mullet.
Oh, sorry, Nortsville. Dua Lipa is doing some of the music.
I saw a little picture of her on the little Barbie background at one point. I love Dua Lipa.
Well, I think other than Alex Cooper, I think she could be a girl crush of yours.
Yes, 100%.
You love
me some Dua Lipa.
Yeah. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, we'll put that.
It comes out in July, I think. Is that right?
Yes. And then I'm hoping, I am looking to pop down your area beginning of August for maybe a transition in your life.
Yeah.
Home to home.
I talked to our friend Eric on Instagram and told him about the relocation. I was like, I might have you help me move all my plant babies 5 houses down. And he was like, I'd love to.
Yeah. So. I mean, it's moving sucks but you're literally moving 5 houses away. But
I think that sucks even more because I'm like, are you like, you've seen how much stuff I have.
Like, oh yeah. No. I don't know what you're going to do.
So I have to hire a moving truck to like load everything, spend a quarter in gas to drive down the street.
What a joke.
I'm just like,
what a joke when the guys get the plans and the destination and they're like, is this is this going
literally
from
that far.
A to B? And you're like, yes, 5 houses down. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
These
But
guys-
I'm excited. I talked to my therapist about it, and she and like 3 other people that I've kind of talked to, there's, look at this. Has
No,
like,
I know. It's the whole mullet is crazy today.
I don't know what's happening with the mullet today, but she was like on that like you, I think, said it originally, the like
Of
energy,
course.
right? Like the inner, obviously, every time I say anything about what my therapist says, Allie's like, I told you that first.
I know, I do. And then she
Every
goes, I
time.
talked to 3 other people about this. And I'm like, I know. I
But
already
it's
told
the
you.
energy I'm excited to leave behind. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like in this home, and I never, like, you know, when you first hear the news, you're like, fuck, okay, I have to move. And then I soaked it in and I was like, okay, actually, I get to move because this is going to be like a cool new phase. I'm excited.
Mhm. I can't wait to set up my own room.
I know. And I think I'll have a full guest room.
So I'm not on the blow up couchy.
So you're not on the blow up couch. I wake up and go downstairs and Allie's like at the floor because it's like deflated and it's like lost all air on your side.
I'm always like, this blow up thing is this, it blows. It truly blows. This blow up
truly blows. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I think I'll have a guest bedroom and everything. So I'm kind of excited.
Fabulous. Yeah, I'm thinking I might fly down just to, you know, help with the transition.
Yeah.
I'll be on cocktail duty.
Done. But I'm a psycho. Like, if we move in on August 1st, I will have the entire house put together by August 6th.
Oh, I'm well aware. You are
hanging
psycho.
on my wall. These dots are going to be transferred. You know what I mean? Like, everything's going to be moved and set up within the first week because I cannot rest until I have like my space.
Yeah. Whenever we're together and I leave something on the counter, you have like, it's like a Swiffer mentality. You're like, Swift it away. And then you're washing and cleaning.
Like follow behind you and pick
up. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was like, chick, just, I can do it. Yeah. No, you're washing dishes and getting everything, which I think nobody would really know about you.
No.
You're very, very organized and clean in your house. Like you like everything. Yeah.
Because it's, I mean, I think it goes back to like energy and how I show up every day. Like I can literally wake up and have the same routine because my space allows me to have that routine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or you're crazy. I mean,
or I'm crazy.
Or you're manic. It's
but
either
I can
one.
teach you how to be crazy too.
It's either one. Well, you guys, I'm so glad we had some time to put on this mullet.
Yes.
Follow us on YouTube.
Yeah. And
Let's wrap it up. Instagram. Yeah. All of the good
Spotify
places.
and Apple. Go leave us a rating and a review.
Please do, because we love reading them. We love connecting with you guys. Had some wonderful chats. Let's keep this community growing. And in 10 days,
you're going to get a good view too on YouTube of Allie's new blonde highlights.
Just tickling out the bottom.
10 days.
Oh, 10 days till we see each other, Raina. Can't wait.
We rally.
We rally you. Love you.